Let's talk about what's at stake this election cycle. We have seen under Joe Biden crisis after crisis. Let's start with the historic Biden border catastrophe. This is the most wide-open, catastrophic border crisis in our nation's history. And let me tell you, it's not just our southern border. I know we have so many southern border states who are here represented today, but it is our border across the country and our northern border. I was just up in my district in upstate New York, meeting with Border Patrol, and we've seen more illegals crossing than ever before, including individuals on the terrorist watch list. And the American people are smart. They know that the millions of illegals that have poured into our country are because of Joe Biden's unconstitutional, illegal executive actions, wiping away President Trump's most effective border security policies in our nation's history. That's why when President Trump says he will secure the border, build the wall, end catch and release, restore remain in Mexico policy, we know what the most secure border is in our nation's history, and it's President Trump's border security policies. Those are on the ballot this November. And it's not just border states, as I mentioned, whether you're northern border states or southern border states, every district, every state is a border state and border district. Every community is a border district. The leading cause of death for young Americans is fentanyl poisoning, which is flowing in across our borders because of this border catastrophe. We are going to run and we are going to win on securing the border. On top of the border crisis, we also have the Bidenflation crisis, the highest rate of inflation in my lifetime. If you talk to hardworking Americans, which I do every day, I was just in my district visiting small businesses, visiting with members of the workforce, visiting with hardworking families. This inflation is crushing hardworking families. Going to the grocery store every week, the price of eggs, I'm a new mom, the price of diapers, the price of baby formula, the price of food, bacon, meat, it goes up, and it's a direct result of Joe Biden's failed Biden economics policies, which have hurt catastrophically families, small businesses, manufacturers, and farms. Compare that with the America First economic boom that we saw under President Trump. We are going to restore American greatness. We are going to restore the great America First economy, and we will get that done. House Republicans working with President Trump to fight back and crush this inflation that has been hurting so many families. And we also, and this is tied to the economic crisis, we're seeing the inflation crisis under Joe Biden, the energy crisis. On day one, Joe Biden declared war on American energy independence, and hardworking Americans are footing the bill. We're paying more for utilities, paying more at the pump. All of those energy costs continue to go up. We're having to rely on un-American energy. We must be the energy leader in the world. We know that under President Trump on day one, we will unleash American energy independence. The hundreds of thousands of jobs that come from that, the billions of economic growth that come from those policies, we will get that done. We also have a catastrophic crime crisis, and I can speak to that from a traditionally blue state like New York, where we have seen Democrats that control all levers of government advocate for defunding the police, for failed bail reform, which allows violent criminals to return back to our streets. We have a crime crisis in places like San Francisco, New York City, other places across America.